from many countries, except the countries like Bangladesh. I met with Minister of Nahid. He actually requested us, academy, to train more than 300 academics so that they can train the other academics in Bangladesh. We'll be starting this soon. And also, we hope that we'll be working in collaborative manner with the University Grand Commission. Special news, one of the special news was that World 1000 Top Universities ranking. And the ranking was done by three organizations. One is QAS, one is, which is most widely accepted, one is Guardian, and one is the Higher Education Times. Now, all these three world ranking, I found that only one university from Bangladesh, but this is not the negative. I'm always saying that this is nothing negative. We must be always positive, isn't it? So only one university in Bangladesh is within 1,000, but in the bottom 300. So now you see while we are standing, there is most vibrant question we have to ask. I am so beautiful, I am so smart, I am so handsome, but this is myself. But if I compare with another person, am I there? I'm really existing? Then we'll understand why we are standing, isn't it? It's most vibrant questions we have to ask. So I'll be coming back. So how we can maintain quality. I liked what Professor said, that this is now initiation and mandatory that each and every academic must produce one good journal, quality publication. Other day someone was telling I got 40 publication. I said I don't need 40 publication, I need one good publication which will have impact and that will make some changes. And that is most important. You see the area. So we'll be discussing, and someone actually asked a few questions, very important questions, because curiosity makes us perfect. Nowadays, we lost many things. We don't dream nowadays. I'm not talking about dream in sleeping, but dream the real dream, big dream, because dream will force you to move forward. And I found that even the children, they're too pressurized. They're too tense. They're too, what I can say, that stressful. Even the kids, they're going to the school with big bags, with many books. So it means that creativity and innovation within the mindset of child or humankind is drying out day by day. So we have to actually take some preoccupied, salient questions and try to address those questions. I feel that only then we'll be there. Because two things we need. One is a success in our life, and we have to define how to get that success, and also how to get happiness and peace. You can have 40, 50 publications. You'll find out sometimes you don't have the impact. But sometimes you'll have one publication, you will see it has a huge impact, isn't it? So these are the things we are going to ask here, we are going to address here. But before I start this workshop, within 2 hours, the 3 areas we are going to focus. One is, you all are looking to publish. Am I right? Now, Professor mentioned that you must ask questions. One day workshop this one, and another workshop for the professor who actually carry out the review. We are now nowhere. In research, we are now nowhere. UGC working very nicely. I don't have any problem with the UGC. Bangladesh government is doing very well. You must think about the $38 billion GDP. Early 70s is now over 300, nearly $290 billion GDP. It's massive, isn't it? No one can say Bangladesh is a poor country. No way. Bangladesh moving, progressing, and developing. So economically, we are becoming sound, but problem is mentally we are becoming distracted. We are going down. It is a true picture of Bangladesh because we feel that what we are, we have the many complacent, that what we are the best. There is no problem to claim that you are the best, you are the beautiful, you are the handsome. But only good thing is that why not compare with others? Then you will understand why you are standing. So facts, figures are most important to understand. Let us start this. How to get published in index journal. So this workshop divided into 3 segments. First segments I try to finish within 1 hour, 15 minutes. So 1 hour break, come back, then another 15 minutes. The main learning outcome for this first segment that you will know after finishing this first segment that how to write a paper so that when I submit this paper to the right platform, to the right journal, the paper is not rejected. Now, through 2 stages, paper are rejected. One is first initial stage, that you have submitted paper. The paper is not registered, they reject at the desk. So we call it desk rejection. So desk rejection is not really good, isn't it? Because the paper hasn't gone through the review process, is been rejected, means is not really good. But it doesn't mean that paper is bad. Desk rejection, it doesn't mean that paper is bad. Means we have to understand what is the problem. Second stage, paper is rejected. Once the review process has been done, then they see that whether it is credible to publish, whether it is authentic to publish, whether it is current to publish, whether it has significance of conclusions which will make certain contribution to the body of knowledge, or it has the implication for various stakeholders who can actually get something positive from the publication so that they can actually implement it for their prosperity. This workshop is purely based on my own experience for the last 12 years being an editor-in-chief for General Business and Editorial Management, plus my association as editor, managing editor, and editorial board members with at least 5 internationally recognized journals. Those are listed by Scopus, Elsevier, and IBS. So this is purely my own experience. But you sometimes don't understand how much work we have to do to process one article. But last year when I went in Moscow, and you know the Moscow Lomonosovsky University is the #1 in Moscow, and the ranking is 92 in the world university ranking. It's the biggest and largest university in the world in terms of size of the university, number of students, and the buildings and capacity. One professor came to me, "Oh, I can publish a paper in 7 days." I said, "I will not publish. You should not publish it." He said, "Why?" I said, "This is not acceptable. Because 7 days publication, he said some people take 1 week, or you say 4 months, or 1 month. I say you should not publish. Some people take 3 months, you should not publish. Because, and she said, "Oh, no, editor-in-chief sometimes do the decision." I says, wrong. No one is expert, isn't it? Our problem is that a special article we have to send to the 2 external reviewer. Even sometimes the reviewer may be good at the content or substance of the journal publication. Maybe they are not good at statistics. So you have to get the papers and find out a statistics who understand statistical analysis and must send. Sometimes a good professor don't understand maybe punctuations, grammatical, sentence, structures, references, organization of the references. Then we have to send it someone who is native speaker, but not the native speaker who has the knowledge of copy editing. Not only proofreading and the editing, copy editing, isn't it? Paraphrase and so on. So it means to process an article up to the decision takes at least up to 3 months. Up to 3 months. Then after 3 months we'll know whether the paper has been accepted or been rejected. Now, once the paper is accepted, then is the time for waiting to be published. For these journals, at the moment, waiting time is 8 to 12 months once you get the acceptance. So it means from the starting to publish is more than 1 year, isn't it? And you have decided to publish in 1 year 6 papers, 3 papers, 2 papers, then you have to find out a different way to publish. Those are not recognized. Rather, that can give you the discredit, isn't it? Sometimes wrong answer means minus score. I then pose the questions. So are they attacking on curiosity of people? Because when we have curiosity, something happening on dustbin, someone can find out interesting problem with the dustbin, isn't it? And you can have a good research. So means, but the dustbin research or research on chilies or research on spices or research on something the way you are sitting. And I was really, that astonished when I see one of the prominent, management guru came in Rome, 2015, brought a topic which we never thought. It is all, customer behavior. Now, when you go to shop to purchase a laptop, some people they look at laptop that way, but some customers will look at laptop that way. They'll press that way. They'll push. It's a movement of body, the movement of eyes. It has the different connotation whether they'll purchase the laptop or not. What an interesting topic, isn't it? We don't see that way. Because I remember I had a discussion with Chief Executive of the Rohima Force Group 2 years back, and he said that our customers are swimming dancer. I'm sure that for the last few minutes I built up certain rapport with you. Am I right? So if I say something, I hope that you will not get angry with me. Because you all are colleagues here. We are trying to find out what is happening there, what is out there. I found that we have very, how I can say, the backward communication. I mentioned, Professor Rohim, that we have a very backward, not forward communication method from Bangladesh to London. Do you accept that? That we don't communicate properly. Do you accept that? Maybe. You said maybe. I like that word. You see, nowadays, the age of viral, and I produced one of the first article on viral marketing. You can actually search on Google. Viral marketing then, 1992, when that viral concept was very novice, very infancy stage. But nowadays, we don't think without virality, isn't it? Everything is online. Now, you are getting one email now, and if you are responding after 2 weeks and 3 weeks, you lost. Because academics means collaboration. Academics means partnership. Any institutions. You see, when you see the new face, I am here, I see many new faces. What does it mean? The new knowledge, new insight, fresh ideas. So you are learning, you are not losing anything. So that's how we need proper communication. And we don't know how to disseminate our publication. You have a fantastic product, but people must know that you have a good product, isn't it? Nowadays, if you are so beautiful, you are so expert to pass other people that you are so beautiful with the kind of Facebook and other media. But when you have a good product, people must know. You have a good publication, people must know that you have a good publication. So you must use precisely the various platforms. There's so many platforms nowadays. Post those platforms. I would like to see that every university has their own repositories. Any publication you are publishing, they must archive and disseminate throughout. Bangladesh, you see that you have the Bangladesh National Library must have a top repository, and they must archive all these Bangladeshi documents so that people will know. And you have the many international, archiving bodies or platform which you can actually archive freely. So dissemination is most important. Good. And you have the Academy Edu, many things you have. And I felt, believe me, I felt myself sometimes shocked that nowadays 99% academics don't use software to list their references or to do their citations. You are doing manually, very good. You mentioned, it's a free of charge, isn't it? Free of charge. So when you do your research, use those tools. So it will make professional and easy to find out. Now you have the citation link, isn't it so easy? Many platforms you will be using, but it's a hard job. So university, what we are doing, our ratio is that 40%, 40%, 20%. I don't know, what is your ratio? 40% means 40% time only teaching. 40% time only research and research and research. And 20% time only for marking, assessment, and administration. I don't know whether you have 40% to do research. So I put it, some of those, you can see the Scopus, EBSCO, ProQuest. I'll talk about that. I'm sure that all of you know that. Now, World University ranking is purely based on any publication, any document published under Scopus, because Scopus is part of Elsevier. Now, Elsevier, you have the largest indexing body. One is the Scopus, which has more than 35,000 journals, including all discipline, and around 7,000 journals in business management, economics, accounting, and other discipline. So, university ranking will not be getting if you have others. Okay, you have to make sure. Look at the criteria. So, university must encourage their academics to look at the journals Scopus in it. India, no academics will publish any journals nowadays for the last 2 years, before any journals. Thailand, you will be getting negative score when you are applying for promotion if publication is not in the Scopus.